According to Pascal's law, well, wait a minute, who's Pascal? And what does his law have to do with brake lines anyways? Well, sit back and I'll enlighten you. Pascal was a French mathematician who discovered that a fluid in a confined environment will not compress, and any change in one end of the container will cause the exact same change to the other end. So you can now see that his law has everything to do with the theory of hydraulics and certainly modern-day hydraulic braking systems used predominantly across vehicles today. Fundamentally, without a contained path for fluid to travel, we would have no hydraulics. On today's braking systems, there are basically two types of lines. There's hard lines that are used to run the length of the vehicle. These lines take many twists and turns, but enable an enclosed chamber for the fluid to traverse the longer stationary areas of a vehicle. The hard lines on vehicles are usually steel or a combination of metals to make them more able to bend. The original lines are basically Bundy lines that are steel on the outside and coated with copper on the inside. There are more options today that are copper with other alloys to make them easier to bend, but usually these are for the repair or DIY side of the market. Pre-bent hard lines are available for most vehicles, but can be very cumbersome to store and to ship. When you get to the corners of the vehicle, a more flexible style of line is needed to accommodate the up and down travels of the wheels. These lines take over where the hard lines end and connect the hard lines to the caliper or the wheel cylinder. They are made out of rubber and are reinforced with an internal core material that allows them to flex but still handle the immense pressure in a braking system. These lines are shorter and are pre-made. Due to the high pressures involved, DIY rubber brake lines are not possible. As with any brake line connection, specific fittings are necessary. The two most common flares are bubble and double inverted flares. These are capable of withstanding very high pressures. On the counter, it is always best to offer pre-made hard lines and flexible lines if available. If the customer feels it is necessary to fabricate the hard lines, be sure they have the correct fittings, benders, and line protectors for abrasion. Thanks for watching.